Hello, Dyersburg Primary School Preschool friends. My name is Vanessa Kane. I'm the Children's Director here at MacIver's Grant Public Library, and I am so excited to bring you a book today that goes along with your unit, My Community Going Green. This book is called Gabby and Grandma Go Green. What does it mean to go green? Do you think we have to turn green? Do you think we have to paint our skin green? What does go green mean? Let's find out. This book is written by Monica Wellington, and she also is the illustrator. So she wrote the words, and then she drew all these pictures. Monica Wellington is the author and the illustrator. And this book was published by Dutton Children's Books, which is an imprint of Penguin. If you look at the end papers, do you see those? They look like flowers, but if you look close, oh, they're recycling symbols, aren't they? What does going green mean, do you think, if we have recycling symbols on the front? Gabby and Grandma Go Green. Let's see what they do to go green. There's a big picture. There's a green bus. It's a green car. All kinds of people walking. I see a recycling garbage can. Wow. Let's see what they do. When Gabby spends a day with her grandma, they love to do projects together. Gabby especially loves doing green projects that are good for the earth. There is Gabby going to her grandmother's house. See her mom's dropping her off, and there's her grandmother saying, "Oh, yay, Gabby's here." And look at all the different things that are around our writing where they told us. And then I see some little mice down here, and the mice say, "Care for the environment. We love our planet. Let's recycle glass, plastic, and paper." Our green projects are to grow flowers, sew reusable bags, and recycle bottles. That's what Gabby's going to do with her grandma. And then, I think you've heard reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. There's a whole bunch of them. Recycle, return, reuse, recharge, refill, restore, replant, and reduce. There's a lot of ways that you can help the environment, aren't there? Lots of different things you can do to help the earth and have fun with your grandma, maybe. When Grandma gets out her sewing box, Gabby wants to sew with Grandma's fabric. And then here, the mouse says, "Don't forget to water the plants." And this says, "I have a green thumb." And that means that you grow things, and they really benefit from. They flourish when you take care of them. Flourish is a good word, isn't it? It means they get robust and healthy. "Let's make reusable cloth bags," said Grandma. They measure and cut. See him measuring and cutting the material. And the little mouse says, "Waste not, want not." And he's got little pieces, doesn't he? Sometimes you can reuse little pieces of something. And that is a green project, to use scraps and make something else. They assemble and pin. Side by side they sew. They make their bags sturdy and strong. And the mouse says, "I remember when that fabric was a dress." So they took a dress that nobody wore anymore, and they made it into a reusable bag that they can get their groceries with. So that's a double green project, isn't it? They reused something, and then they made it into something that they can use instead of getting plastic bags. When their bags are finished, Gabby wants to use them right away. They fill them with plastic bottles to recycle and other things they need for their errands. There are their bags. See how she's modeling her bag she made? Grandma's still sewing. And this little list says shopping list: apples, bread, cat food. And the mouse says, "Recycle more, throw away less, turn off the lights when you leave." And there's all kinds of bottles and things all around our writing. At the supermarket, they recycle their bottles and shop for some groceries. The clerk at the checkout counter asks, "Paper or plastic?" "Not for us. We brought our own bags," said Gabby. There they are at the grocery store. I see that they got cat food. See them putting all their things into their new bags that they just made. And look at all of the things in the store that have been recycled. Next up, the farmer's market. There are fresh picked fruits and vegetables, flowers, and many more things for sale. Let's buy some of our favorite foods, said Grandma. Thanks for buying local, says the farmer. That's another way that you can help your community and go green, is buy things from people who are close by. That saves on a lot of things, doesn't it? So you can go to the farmer's market here in Dyersburg, buy some things that were grown locally. They pick out cheese and return their egg carton to get more eggs. They buy bread and some yummy cookies. Their bags are heavy and full. See how they're bringing their egg carton back and they're getting fresh eggs from the lady? And then there, so they're getting all their favorite foods. Can you see all the big foods just around the outside of the pictures? What is your favorite food? What would you get if you were getting your favorite food when you went shopping? And the mouse says, not a plastic bag in sight. Back in Grandma's kitchen, they wash and dry and slice and cut. They make their sandwiches, wrap them up, and are ready to go. Save those scraps for compost. Use cloth napkins instead of paper. That's what the mouse is saying. There they are, making some lunch. Are you hungry? You ready for some lunch today? And there's, again, more things that you can do. You can use a thermos instead of a disposable water bottle. You can use wax paper instead of plastic. You can use fresh foods and a cloth napkin and real silverware and wash it. In the park, they find the perfect spot for their picnic. I wish I could feed the ducks, says Gabby, but she knows the ducks have to have their own pond food to eat. It's another way you take care of the earth, isn't it? Is you make sure that you take care of the animals on the earth. Make sure you know what's good for them before you start feeding them. What if you fed them something that wasn't good for them? That wouldn't be good, would it? While Gabby plays, Grandma reads her newspaper. Then Gabby recycles it. Why, thank you, says Grandma. Gabby says, I have an idea where we should go next. There they are playing at the park. And there she's recycling a newspaper. At the library, they look for books with Save the Earth projects. Gabby finds a book that she likes and checks it out. Did you know that you can use your library? And that also is a way to be green? Reuse things. Remember, you just read the book once, you put it back at the library, and somebody else can check it out. And you know, here at MacGyver's Grant, we've got some books that are about green projects you can do. You can check them out just like Gabby is. And there are pictures from the library. See all the wonderful books. Isn't that great? We had a special green day with our bags, says Grandma. You and me together, said Gabby. Hand in hand, they walk along to Grandma's home. Sometimes walking is a good way too. If you're close enough and things are close enough to you where you can walk to the store instead of drive, that saves a little bit of that helps be green too. When they get back, Gabby wants to fill her bag with fabric to take home. I have ideas for lots of bags, says Gabby. One will say, Go Green. She'll sew some more when she gets home. Look at all those bags she has in her mind that she wants to make. They say, Go Green. Green is gorgeous. Think green. I am not a plastic bag. When Mom comes, Gabby says, We had a great green day, and tomorrow I'm going to sew a surprise for you. I think it's nice that she included her mom. Isn't that nice? Green tips. Change to long life light bulbs. Don't let the water drip. Draw on scrap paper. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Everyone can be green. Every little bit helps. That's the last thing the mouse says. That is the end of that book. Except they have instructions on how to sew your own cloth bag if you want to give some scraps at home that you would like to sew. You can check this book out at the library at MacGyver's Grant across from City Hall. And you can even get some other ones that are good recycling project books. So this book is a wonderful addition, I think, to your Our Community, Going Green theme, and I sure did enjoy sharing it with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.